Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over the Lose It app, and I'm going to be giving you a full tutorial on how to use this app to track your food and also how to properly set it up. I mentioned this in the flexible dieting ebook, but this is my preferred app to use when it comes to food tracking, and I have tried other ones like MyFitnessPal. That was my preferred one for probably the last 8 years, but recently I found Lose It, and I found that one, it's cheaper. 2, it has some really cool features that MyFitnessPal doesn't, and 3, it is just all around a really great app, and I'm really excited to show you guys exactly how you're going to use this to be successful when it comes to flexible dieting. All right, everyone, welcome to the dashboard of your new Lose It app. If you have made it to this point, it's because you already filled out all of the beginner information that they asked you to fill out when you first signed up for the app and downloaded it. If you are unsure of some of the questions that they were asking, just make sure that you also check out the edit privacy settings and you do in here what is comfortable for you. So if you want nobody to add you as a friend or to be able to see your profile, make sure that you make the app abundantly clear of that before you start adding in a ton of personal information about yourself. Okay, so just do that to be safe. Once you're done with that, make sure you press save in the top right once you've decided on what you're comfortable with. From there, we're going to click on health details, which is right next to about you. And under the about you tab, under health details, we're just going to make sure that all the information we input is correct here. If you look down to the middle of your screen, you're going to see budget. And I just want you guys to make sure that it's on add 0 or it says none under manual adjustment. Okay, so we're going to press done there. And then we're going to press save. And perfect, we are done with that. So that is just something super basic. Next, we're going to go to the middle of our page where it says goal, and we're going to click on that arrow. This is really more so for you. So if you want to put your current weight in and what your goal weight is and the start date of that, I think this could be a really cool way for you to look back on your progress and kind of say, oh, hey, I expected more, I expected less. And it will just kind of give you a really great idea of what your timeline is, how long you've been trying at this, and maybe make a better plan for yourself in the future if need be. So I think this is more about just kind of having that history for yourself. This is optional, but I do recommend it, and I think it could be something really cool for you to look back on. Once you're done with that, we're going to click on me in the top left, and then we're going to click on budget, which is right beneath goal. This is important because this is referring to our daily calorie budget. If you haven't already figured that out for yourself using the Flexible Dieting Principles ebook, go back, figure that all out for yourself, and then come back to this video. However, if you already have done that, under budget type, we're not going to click standard because that is going to be calculated by the Lose It app. And no, we are figuring this out for ourselves, or we already have. And we're setting that goal. So you guys are going to click custom set by you and make sure that's check marked off and highlighted. And then under budget details, you're going to click change, and you're going to make sure that you type in the amount of calories that you are going to be eating each day based on what you calculated from the ebook. So for me, 2,100 calories is being in a slight deficit. So I already went ahead and typed that in under daily calorie budget. And I just want to make sure that I press save at the top right. And you will also see an option to put in your activity level. This isn't absolutely necessary because when we calculate our calories, you guys will see that you are already accounting for your activity level. But if you want to go ahead and do this just to have it done, you totally can. I typed in highly active based on what my job is and how much I work out and just basically what I do on my everyday basis. So if you want to do that, great. And once you're done, you're going to click in the top left back to budget. And then you're going to click the top left again where it says me next to budget. And we're going to come back to this home page. For our purposes right now, I do not recommend having a calorie schedule or a nutrition strategy. I think that can make things really confusing and more complicated than they need to be, and I really don't recommend it. If you want to look into those things and kind of see what they're all about, you could totally do that. I'm not saying it's something you can't do. I just would recommend against it for right now. Since you might be learning something new, we want to focus on the task at hand and not make it more complicated than it needs to be. However, if you are interested in intermittent fasting, this really won't add too much complexity to what we're doing. Or if you've already been doing that, you could click on that tab and add in an intermittent fasting schedule. You don't have to do this at all, and it's not even something that I highly recommend. It's definitely not for everyone, but if you want to try it or already are doing it, you could totally add that in now. From there, we're going to scroll down to the middle of the screen where it says automatic tracking. And I just want to make it clear that I do not want you guys to add in your exercise tracking devices. So Apple Health, Apple Watch, steps from your iPhone, Fitbit, and there's a couple other ones that the app is able to sync with. The reason for this is because when we calculate our calories and what our daily budget is going to be, we already account for your activity level. A lot of times what apps do is when they see that, say you burn 500 calories from exercise, they will then add those calories back to your daily budget. So it takes it from 2,100 calories a day, which was what my goal is, to 2,600 calories a day, which will bump me out of a deficit based on my current activity level. We do not want that to happen. So again, just make sure that you are not adding your exercise tracking devices and syncing them with this app. Okay, so we are all done on this tab. We're going to click the back button and go back to our dashboard. At the very top left, you're going to see a scale icon, and we're going to click on that. So under set more goals, you're going to see hydration and body fat. We're going to click on that. And for right now, we are going to ignore the body fat goal unless your doctor advises you or a personal trainer advises you about this, but that is not our main focus or the purpose of this video. However, for water intake, we could click on that. And I would recommend maybe setting a goal for this, especially if water intake is something that you struggle with on a day-to-day basis. Usually my recommendation is half of your body weight in ounces per day. But I will say that if you're starting from a place where you're only drinking 8 to say 16 ounces of water per day, it might be better to set a smaller goal like 32 ounces or 48 ounces and start there and then work your way up to that overall goal of half of your body weight in ounces each day. Once you're satisfied and have a water goal in mind, you're going to press save at the top right. And then we're going to scroll down to nutrition under set more goals. So it is 2 tabs below hydration and body fat. From there, we're going to click the second carbohydrates tab, which says my goal is to consume at most 189 grams of carbs each day. Based on the information and the calculations that you did with the Flexible Dieting Principles ebook, you're going to take the number that you calculated for the amount of carbs you want to eat each day, and you're going to put it into the app by just typing what your goal is. So mine is 189. And then in the top right, I'm going to press save. I'm going to go back under nutrition and under set more goals. And now I'm going to scroll down to the second fat tab that says my goal is to consume less than 81 grams of fat each day. So based on what you calculated using the ebook, you guys are going to put that number in here and then again, press save in the top right. All right, another time we're going to click on nutrition under set more goals. And now we're going to be clicking on the fiber tab. I do have set recommendations for you guys in the ebook. So if you're unsure of how much fiber you should be eating each day, just reference that section and you will get a better idea. For me, I want to consume at least 25 grams of fiber each day. So I put that in as 25.3. I think that was an error. We'll just do 25. And then I'm going to press save in the top right. Again, for the last time, click on nutrition under set more goals. And we're actually going to go to the first tab for protein, which says my goal is to consume at least 150 grams of protein each day. My personal goal is to consume at least 150 grams each day. So that's what I put in. And then I'm going to press save in the top right corner. From there, we're going to scroll down to where it says personalize, lose it, and we're going to click on meal settings. This is a representation of basically how you want to organize your meals throughout the day. So this is what's going to come up on your food log each day. So for me, I like to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then also I sometimes enjoy an afternoon snack and a snack after dinner. So because I have those things toggled on in this order, it's going to be represented as that on my food log. This is just a really awesome way to keep your food very organized and to see different patterns with what you eat for all these different meals. If we scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see the tab meal targets. You could toggle this on or off. It really doesn't matter too much. I kind of leave it at default and left it toggled on. Basically what this does is give you different meal targets. So in terms of calories, maybe it'll recommend 300 calories for breakfast, 300 calories for lunch, and 300 for dinner, depending on obviously what your calorie goals and how many meals you have throughout the day. This could be helpful for some or confusing for others. It is not something that you absolutely have to follow. It's just a suggestion and it could be helpful for someone, especially if they're first starting out and they're not really sure where to start. From there, we're going to go to the top left corner and we're going to press back in the top left corner again, and we're gonna get back to our dashboard. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get your dashboard to look just like this. And I do think that this is the best way to see everything that we are gonna be focusing on the day-to-day. However, I will also show you different things that you could put on your dashboard if they're what you want to focus on. So that's going to make more sense in a second. So basically under the profile icon at the top right of the screen, you're going to see the word edit. I want you to click on edit. So this is the edit dashboard tab. Underneath favorites, you're going to see calories, macronutrients, protein, carbohydrates, and fat. This is what I'm currently viewing on my dashboard and what I'm prioritizing. However, if you want to add other favorites to your dashboard that you could see every day to make sure that you're hitting your goals, you could also do that. So for example, there is a fiber section. If I wanted to see and make sure that I'm hitting my fiber goal every single day, that would then be on my dashboard and I would be able to check in on that whenever I log on to my app. I'm not going to put that on there because that's something I kind of just look at the end of the week. So if you want to delete something, you're just going to swipe it to the left and then press delete. So you'll notice here that my calories are in an expanded view. Basically what expanded view means is that it's showing you what your calories have been every day for the last week, in comparison to the macronutrient tab that says compact view, which just shows you a day-by-day basis. So that is showing you specifically what today looks like. This is personal preference. I just happen to like the way I could see calories throughout the whole week and if I came close to my goal or not. And then I like to see macronutrients and protein, carbohydrates, and fat on a daily view. When I go to my dashboard, which I'm here right now, for the day, it'll show you how many calories or macronutrients you are under for the day. So for protein, I'm 69 grams out of 150 grams, which is my goal, and I'm 81 grams under. I love seeing that very quickly and very clearly because then that tells me, okay, I need to somehow get a lot of protein into my dinner and into my after dinner snack. So for me, that just really makes things really clear and concise. Once you have your dashboard set up the way that you like it, you're going to click log, which is at the bottom left of your screen. I already logged a few different things for today based on what I ate, but I want to show you guys how you could also do this for yourself. So we're going to scroll down to dinner and I'm going to have blueberries, cereal with milk, and then maybe some eggs with my dinner. So let me show you how you're going to track this. So first we're going to click on add dinner and I'm going to start by typing in blueberries. Okay, so you'll see at the top, there's a toggle on for verified only. I do not recommend toggling that on because you're gonna find a lot of good options that aren't verified. And basically what that means is that they have checked into those sources, they are credible, and they're basically gonna be right almost 100% of the time. But a lot of other entries are correct as well. And the cool thing about Lose It is that you could also edit the nutrition information under some of these different things. As long as you have the nutrition label of what you're eating in front of you, you could basically make any of these labels correct. So for right now, I'm gonna click on the first tab, which says blueberries, fresh berries, 84 calories per cup. So it says, again, 84 calories for 1 cup. But let's say that I didn't measure my blueberries like that and I weighed them on a scale in grams. I want to be able to track that. So what I'm going to do is kind of look through here and just make sure that they even have a gram option. And if we scroll to the bottom, they have every option, which is awesome. And I'm going to click on gram and I had 50 grams for dinner, or that's what I'm planning to have. So all I'm going to do is press that check mark and then that's automatically going to get added to my dinner. So that was super simple and really easy. Next, let's say I want to have Cheerios. So we're going to type in honey nut, Cheerios. So I'm going to click on this first option here. So it says for 42 grams of Cheerios, there is 165 calories. But let's say that I had 84 grams. The thing that I really love about Lose It is when I type that in, it already does all the math for me. So you could see that it bumped up to 330 calories for 84 grams. It changed the total amount of fat, the total carbs, and protein per serving. This is so easy and something that I found a lot of apps don't have. A lot of times they'll give you a serving size and you have to calculate how many servings of something you had. But with Lose It, I've noticed that if you just type in the amount of grams or the ounces that you had instead of measuring based on like serving sizes, it'll calculate it for you, which makes life so much simpler. So from this point, I could press the check mark or add in the top right corner and boom, I just added my Cheerios to my dinner. Okay, next I want to show you guys how you're going to make life even easier if you have a barcode on the back of the food item or drink item that you're eating or drinking. and you want to add that into your dinner or whatever meal you're eating. So basically what I'm going to do is grab my food item. I'm going to click scan a food item, and I'm just going to match the scanner up with the barcode. It happens really fast. I don't even know how it does such a good job. So from there, I'm basically going to check the back of my food item, and I just want to make sure that the calories, the fat, the carbs, and the protein are correct. If it's not, you do have that option where it says edit nutrition to go in and change the serving size, the amount, the calories, the fat, and all that great stuff. So basically there's no reason why your information can't be as accurate as possible. So as long as everything's correct, I'm going to press save, and then I could add in how many eggs I'm going to eat for dinner. So let's say I want to eat 3. For 3 eggs, it goes from 60 calories to 180 calories, and I'm going to add that in. Boom, you are done with your dinner. Before I let you guys go for today, I just want to show you that if you scroll down, you have so many other options as well. Again, we're not going to do the automatic tracking when it comes to exercise, but you can add in notes, which could be helpful if something has been noticeably making you bloated or causing an upset stomach or anything like that. Adding in notes could be really great for you to look back on to find different food patterns or things that make you feel good, things that don't, or just whatever it is that you want your future self to know about your present self. On top of that, you could easily add how much water you drink for the day just by pressing that little plus button, and oof, that is a breeze. And then there are also other things that you could track here. So again, do not track your exercise. So I don't recommend doing the steps, but sleep, blood glucose, blood pressure, body fat, all of these really cool things. I'm really excited for you to try out this app and hopefully be as enthusiastic about it as I am. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial and that it clarified a lot of things for you that you were maybe confused about. If you still have questions, you could drop them in the comments below, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible with my answer. If you're still confused on how to use a food scale, I will drop the link to the video that I posted for you guys below on that. And I guess the next time that I see you will be in the exercise demos that I provided for you with your program. Good luck, and I'll catch up with you guys soon.